Hey there. You got me coming in at the last minute here. My glasses are all dark still because I just did get in, barely in time, and I went out on a bike ride because even though I knew it was probably going to make me a little late to this, I was not going to miss getting out there on the bike. It is pretty nice out there. It was 52 degrees when I went out on our porch this morning with my little oatmeal, and the sun was shining, and the prediction was more wind and rain today. So I knew as soon as I was done with my morning stuff, I needed to get out on that bike right away, because that is the prediction for the whole week, is rain and wind. So anyway, I'm glad for the warmer temperatures though. Now today, since I'm kind of late getting out, I am going to do the drawing, so don't leave. We're going to do that first. I stopped and peeked to see, I'm looking behind here. Hi, Freddie. I've got to get the stamp set out that we are going to do today. I literally have not done anything for this, so I've got to get the stamp set. Fortunately, I have everything handily alphabetized now, so I can actually find everything pretty quick. So we are going to do the honeybee. You aren't even, we are going to demonstrate how to put stamps on our pads, apparently, because I've done this before, so it won't be new, but I haven't even done that yet. I thought I had, but I have not. So we are going to do that because I want to use this set. I was actually going to do something totally different this morning this weekend when I was thinking about, the card I was going to do is over there anyway. I can't even reach it. But I was going to use this black. And the card I made, you will see it in your newsletter coming up. I've been kind of lax on getting my newsletter out too, just because I've been busy doing stuff. And it's been nice weather, so I've been making sure that I get out every day. And I'm backwards. Oh, thank you, Freddie, for telling me that. I forgot to do all of my settings. So hold on a second. Let's see if I can do the settings. There's that one. When it's going, it doesn't like to be messed with so much. I think we're good now. Whew, that was scary. Okay, so let me get my my video go. It should have popped up over here on the side, and it didn't, but that's okay because I want to get the sound off on it. And yes, there I am. And now if I hit it again, maybe I can actually see comments. It looks like, oh, Marty, you're with us. Thank you, Marty, for watching. Okay, Marty, you are always so lucky. And you are in this list, if I can find it. I've got it ready to snip and put in my little basket. I think, Marty, did you win last week? I don't think so. I think it was somebody else last week. Anyway, I wonder how you guys are doing. It's, I can't believe it's almost the end of January. And I thought I was going to have jury duty this week, but I was excused for this week, thankfully. So I am not gone. Now, next week, if I'm not here on Monday, that's because I'm doing jury duty. And I actually don't mind doing jury duty. It's the inconvenience of messing up my morning that I don't like. I don't want to do it on Monday, obviously, because then I'm not going to be doing this if that happens. But other than that, I have to show up there at 8 o'clock in the morning. So that means I have to get up a little earlier probably than I normally do. It means I won't get my exercise done in the morning. It means that I won't get my prayer time done in the morning. It means that I won't get my relaxing on the porch with my oatmeal. All the important things of life. Looking at the birds, wondering if my cat alarms are going to go off too soon. I've readjusted all of our cat alarms because they were going off all of the time. My new ones are super sensitive, which I'm happy about, but I had to turn them. Now they're off at night, and we've seen the cats in the yard. They think it's spring, and they're already starting to mate. So we already had loud yowling in our yard one night. I thought, oh, cats, if you're going to be doing that, I am putting those alarms on at night, too. And neighbors, I'm just so sorry. Get rid of your stinking cats. Okay. I actually don't mind cats if they just stay in their own yard. All right, here we go. Who won? This is last week's drawing, which I think was To a Wild Rose. I'm not really sure. Maybe that was 2 weeks ago. And Marty, you are the lucky one today. How is it that you're always so lucky? So congratulations, Marty. You won. And no, I am not. I'm really not. I'm not putting her name in more than anyone else's. You know what? I did not do today. Normally I do this, and I forgot to. I put in there how many times you share. So if Marty has shared only once and other people shared more, she should have less of a chance, right? Don't know if that's going to happen, but that's a possibility. That is what I need to be doing, and I usually do. If you share more than once, you get in the pot more than once. Okay, so my glasses are a little better now. They're not quite as dark as they were when I first came in to the house, and we're gonna see. I saw this card that we're gonna do. I saw it on Pinterest, and it looked really cute. So my desk is quite the mess, and we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. You're going to see all of this lovely honeybee paper. Marty and Freddie, have you guys got this paper yet? It's really pretty. What do you think? Squirrels are driving you crazy, Marty. That's so funny. I'm looking over here at your comments. Awesome. Freddie shared. Good for you, Freddie. Thank you. Yes, actually the judicial system, that's one of the neat things about the jury duty that we get to do. I think, and I'm sure you agree with me, that just knowing you, of course, your dealings with the judicial system being on the other end of it probably is not as pleasant, when it's something that you're, part of your job is you're having to show up and, give testimony and do certain things and whatnot. Yes, and the judges and all, you get to see things the public we don't want to see. We don't want to know. We don't want to see. We suspect, and we just don't really want to know. The card that I did on saw on Pinterest, I didn't do it yet. I am going to, though. She had used, I believe, this paper. This is really pretty, but actually all of it is. I really like all of it. When I was looking through it, I was thinking, boy, can I find one that is my favorite. Now, the stripes are probably the one I'll use least, and I'm not as fond of that diagonal either. But even those sides are ones that probably will find a way on a card at some point in time. You need this bundle. Oh, hi, Trudy. Thanks for watching with us. Make sure you share. I kind of was reminding everybody that the more you share, the more times you get entered into the pot, because Marty already won that, and she actually, I this time forgot to put in the numbers of people, how many times you share is how many times you get entered into the pot. All right, so this card actually was a very simple one that this, and I don't remember who it was who did it. I'm kind of stretching out over here on the side, kind of looking through all of my stacks of paper, because I need a piece of vellum, and I know I have a piece of vellum in here somewhere, but it's going to be, I thought it was near my Mercury sheets, but it isn't, so I'll just keep on the search, because we're going to use a piece of vellum. Has anyone seen it? So she took a card, she laid this vellum over this, and it's really pretty without the vellum, but oh, I found an extra sheet of that paper that I was hunting for earlier. Awesome. Okay, there we go. There's the vellum. Okay, it just gives it a really nice soft effect that I thought was very pretty. Really liked it. Now, as I was saying earlier, I have not, I haven't even done my stamps yet. I've got my little dies. That was nice to see that they did dies for that. I was really thrilled about that. But I have not even taken these out yet, so I'm so sorry you're having to kind of sit and watch me do some housekeeping here while I'm blabbing. Just because this is a different card than I was going to do. Maybe I should just go back to using the card I was going to do. It actually was a pretty cute one and fast. It was just that it's one that, and I was planning to do it as well. Because I think it's going to go pretty fast. But I thought, well, I've already done the lipstick one, so I kind of hate to. All right, so what she used was this this beehive. Does anybody know much about bees? My uncle kept bees for a while. If my Aunt Connie and Uncle Jerry pop on once in a great while, they do. They might tell us some things about bees, and they probably really like this set because they kept bees. They had a large enough backyard and side yard at one point to be able to keep. I'm not sure how many hives they had. They didn't have a lot. But that was pretty exciting for me. I was, I think between 10 and 13, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to ask them what years they kept those bees to actually know what my age was. But anyway, I was delighted to discover, yes. Oh, good. You guys are talking about the being. Yes, thank you, Marty, for clarifying that for for Freddie. When my uncle had bees, I was able to find out that I didn't. Oh my goodness, where is this one? Are you there? Yes, that must be where you are. That bees apparently aren't bothered by me. Some people kind of get stung by bees, but I wasn't stung by them. They kind of left me alone. He had some bee, headwear and all that, I'm sure, but he didn't use it either because they didn't bother him. They didn't bother me. I could go over there by the hive. He'd pull the honeycomb out of those hives, and oh man, that honey was just like candy. Oh, so good. And then you could cut the honeycomb and yum, yum, yum. That was good stuff. All right. I think I did that other one the wrong way. I'm sorry, I'm having to get my head in here too, because obviously I don't want to mess up my stamps. So, as you can see, my feed with sharing the same video a bunch of times. I think there's a mistake. Okay, so I understand, Freddie, why you don't want to share it a whole bunch of times. That's fine. Maybe I don't want to do that after all. Okay, that's the wrong stamp. I need this one. So scratch that, ladies. I don't know that it would make a difference anyway as far as Facebook goes. The reason people originally, when we started doing these Facebook Lives, everybody had that rule. The more you shared, the more times you'd get entered into something. And that's because the more shares there are on a Facebook feed, the better your rating with Facebook. And they're going to put you out there more. So not only do you just get shared to more places, not just the places that are seeing your original feed, but you're also, they use that as a way to determine whether it's popular or not, and their whole thing is to just promote what's popular. So, well, at least that's what they claim. So, and that was in the old days too, I'm going to add. I don't know that any of they've changed their algorithms so much, and I think they change them regularly now, probably just to stymie people who think they know how to manipulate the system, because now they sell their ads and they actually want to, I presume, make money. And so the long story short, I don't really know that it matters that much anymore. And I can understand why you would not want to share more than one time. So whatever works for you is going to work for me too. All right, so there's the thank you. As I'm going through this, I'm thinking this has some pretty good ones. It has celebrate every moment. That's nice. I do like the thinking of you, sweet friend. This would be a really nice little stamp set to use if you were going to give a gift of honey, because honey is actually a really good, it can be kind of a pricey little gift if you're using, you know, like your fancy organic blackberry blossom that bees have only done blackberry blossoms on, you know, to make their honey. You can spend a pretty good amount for a nice little jar of honey. Now maybe you have your own bees and your own honey. I think somebody does. Who is it in our little group that has honey, or they did have honey bees? I thought somebody did. All right, there's a little hello. Cute, cute, cute. Now I'm not going to do all of these because I don't want to make you sit through all of it, but we got to get the honey bee anyhow. And I wasn't sure what sentiment I was going to use. This one is wishing you sunshine and happiness. I love that one. I'm going to probably have to do that one. And the little bee. So cute. Now, I know other people don't put their stamps on like this, but I have a really hard time getting mine exactly on there. So this is the way I do it. You just keep doing it however works for you. Everybody does things a little different, and that's why crafting is fun, because this kind of crafting, you can do that. There are some crafts that probably are so, you know, there are safety features and all you would have to follow. I would not probably be very good at certain crafts. I actually used to be a really good rule follower, as in I would read the instruction book from front to back, assemble all of my tools, and then begin after I had read everything. Now, having been married for this coming year, I think it's going to be 37 years. 37, that doesn't sound right. I think it is. Anyhow, there we go. After having been married that long, the reading all the instructions things kind of gone semi out the window. I do still do it for something complicated, but many things I should say or think to myself, this might be complicated, I should probably read the instructions. I don't. Instead, I just start blasting through it, thinking I know. I do generally make sure I've got all the bolts and little, you know, nuts and all of that, because sometimes sometimes you do have to return things, so you want to make sure you have all that. Okay, now we're finally ready to begin. Whew. All right, so we're going to just do a simple card here with this, and all the bees come to you, Freddie. Share one time every day. There you go. You could do that. You could share one time every day. I'll look and see what you guys do. If you share more than once, I'll put you in more than once. If you don't, then that's fine too. I completely understand. My track is getting pretty dirty. And my blade's starting to get messed up because of my track being dirty. It's not so much that the blade is needing to be replaced. I've just, look at all that stuff coming out of there. I just have not, there's a great many little housekeeping tasks I should be. What I've been doing is classes. I've been getting all my classes ready for the next few months. And I'm trying to get all that done because that will simplify things considerably if I can do that. All right, I'm going to put you up just a little bit so I don't have to worry so much about whether I'm staying in the space. And we're going to go with just a simple 5.5 portrait. Or actually, we will do it as a landscape, but we'll just do 5.5 that way and 4 1/4 scoring. Okay, and then we are going to want to use some black I've got a scrap of black on the side here. I don't know if that's big enough though. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. I was going to use this for my lipstick card, but I'll still have a lot left anyway, so I can do that. We'll just make this the same width. So we want, well, let's see. Do we want this to be going up and down or across? Let me think about this. I think I got another one, and that one just goes right out the brain, if there is one in there. All right, so there's that. Whew. All right, so we'll pull this back in, because this is what's going on the front, not that stripe that I was getting distracted with. And then we want this little vellum piece on top of that. Now but I still think I am going to use my frame with these heirloom frame dies. Those are really cool. And I saw someone else had done the oval frame with this honeybee, and it looked very pretty. I liked it. It was nice. Buffering. Uh-oh, frozen. Uh-oh. Back. Probably when I clicked my 1-800 spam call that was trying to come in, probably it messed up this camera. That's why it's not, you don't want to call somebody when they're doing Facebook Live. It screws up their camera. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stick that together. I'm still just thinking about how this is all working as I'm going through this. I really want to use the oval just because it's gonna mimic the little hive that's coming here. So we will use the oval and run that through on the big shot. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, Andy's joined us. Awesome, Andy. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you share. We've been having a discussion about whether I need to have people share more than once or not. Because I used to add, well, I shouldn't say I used to. I actually have been, if people had shared, but nobody's been sharing more than once anyway. The old rule was if you shared more than once, then you got entered in however many times you shared and all of that. But then the comment was made, and I would probably be leaning along that lines if it were me as well, that you don't want to have you know, you don't want to have that feed going to everybody all the time, this share, you know. You don't want to do that. It's annoying to people that aren't into card making. Believe it or not, some people are not into card making. I know it's hard to believe, but they aren't. Okay, so that little oval that I just cut out there is going to be very useful later in some other project. I'm going to have to scoot by my computer space here and grab out my little handy dandy die tool. The little pick to get that out. And I'm not removing my big shot yet because we still have to run this frame through. Right? All right, so there's our gold. It's so pretty. Love this. This is really nice. I've been playing with a lot of gold, so I've got little gold scraps all over the place. Just because of our honeybee gold paper, I'm finding it very useful. Oh, now to find that embossing folder. I know it's here somewhere. There you are. I store those together so that I don't look. Now, somebody told me how to do this. It was you, Freddie. Somebody said how to do this so that I can line it up right. And now I've forgotten. I think they taped. Oh, they used this oval. That's right. They used this oval, and they put that in there because then they could line this frame up better. I believe. Or maybe she taped it to the other side. I don't really recall now how that went. For me, actually, I tried it that way and then realized that, you know what? The problem is that I don't know if it's my embossing folder or what, but it's better for me to just eyeball it and make sure I have all of the edges equal all the way around, because it wasn't always turning out the way I wanted it to. Now I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape to tape that down. Okay, so let me grab a little snippet. The problem with washi tape is I can never find the edge. Where are you? There you are. Okay. All right, now we'll do it again because I just had it off. Let's do you this way because I want that tape on the other side anyway, because I don't want it to stick to my foil. It might mess up my foil. All right, so we'll tape that right there. Shouldn't mess anything up at all. And I did finally break down and get this plate, so hopefully this will be a good sandwich. We'll find out if it is, and if it's not, I've got another plate, because that's not the one, not the magnetic plate, but I promise this won't happen too many tries, because this is gonna work. It's either one or the other. I really only have two options now, and that's helpful. Okay, so we'll run this through and we'll see what kind of magic happens. Yes, Andy, the bee paper, have you seen it all? Do you have it? It's really cute. And especially a lot of farm people have honeybees because it's just an easy thing to have. They take care of themselves to a great degree. They're really pretty friendly. As long as you're not messing with them, they don't bother you. They go about their business. I love bees. They're great. I'm surprised more people don't keep honeybees myself, because I don't think my aunt and uncle have to do a lot of work with them. Now, I know they can get diseases and it can ruin all of your hives, and it did seem like it was a big job if you ever had to clean out hives and all of that. But I don't think you have to do that all that often. I don't know that you ever have to clean it out unless a disease happens, unless something bad happens. They do swarm. I think there's some issues. You can, when they swarm, you have to do certain things so you don't lose your bees. You don't want them to go somewhere. Anyway, isn't that gorgeous, ladies? Love that frame. It's so pretty. And this frame is going to look really good with anything. So if I stayed with my other card, that would look pretty with something stuck on there. There's just all kinds of really cool things you can do with those frames. But we are going to stick this, so we're putting this vellum over it, although that actually looks pretty good too without the vellum. Maybe we'll just use the vellum on another card already, because her card did not have, she had I forget who I'm copying, but there was somebody, I'm not copying it obviously perfectly, because I don't even have a picture of her card here, but I just noticed that this vellum looked really cool over that. And I think she had the little beehive down here and a little bee, and it was very sweet. But since we are putting this on it, I think we're going to scrap just because this is so glimmery. It's kind of, if I have that vellum over it, it's just going to totally overshadow the little honeybees. So we're not going to do that after all. Good thing I didn't post the card picture of what I was doing, since I've changed it like 3 times in the last 15 minutes. That's all right. It was a great day for a bike ride. I'm not sorry I got out there. The clouds are already forming Thankfully, the wind isn't up yet. It's the wind that's, you know, just it's. If the wind comes up really strong, you can't ride your bike. You could, but it really isn't safe to. Now I'm thinking about what kind of tie I want on here, because I do want a little tie, but I don't know that I want. I don't want the little gold cord I generally use. I'm thinking maybe my little white twine. I'll think about it. I do have some black twine in there. Let's look at that. I have one that's open. Let's not get the one that's closed. If I can get it out. There we go. No, that one's closed too. Pretty sure I have one that's open. Oh well. They're the same. Let's try this one. Let's look at that. Ooh, I think the black one, don't you? That's nice. I like that. Thank you, Marty. That frame, that gold really does come out really nice. And I suppose the copper and the silver would just as nicely. Now I'm going to give myself a fair amount there just to make sure that I don't shortchange myself and need more. I don't really know what I'm doing. All right, so now we're going to take that Whisper White, that other part, and do a little bit of stamping. Let's see how this set stamps up. Obviously, I've never done it, so I have no clue how this is going to turn out. We're going to find out. And we will use Mango Melody. It's darker, and I might have to switch it out and go with some yellow. That, you know, something more like Pineapple Punch. But we're going to try this first and see how it looks. It's not really inking up in the center very well at all. I better get that Stamparatus out. I do not want to have to be doing this multiple times just because I didn't get the Stamparatus out. So let's grab it out. We'll take out all the extra foam. Now, one thing about our photopolymer stamps, this one is a rubber one. But if you are using photopolymer stamps, I keep a bunch of these craft foam sheets cut up under my desk. And when I put them out for my classes, when we have photopolymer stamps, I like to put those by people so they can put them underneath their paper. You know, you just like in our Stamparatus, you've got your foam backed sheet, you know, that you use when you have photopolymer. It's the same principle. Those photopolymers really need that little foam. And I don't always do it, but there are some photopolymer stamps I always do use it with because they just are problematic. All right, so I've shoved the paper in the corner so that I can keep it centered. I don't always do that either, but I'm thinking this stamp is going to wiggle, and I'm going to need to do that. And since I've already inked it, we'll stick it like right here. Okay, I've kind of got everything all over the place here. My goodness, what a mess today is. All right, so we'll try rubbing it on here. It's just not, it's not cooperating with me. All right, now we are inked. I'm gonna give it a good shove down there because that did not, ooh, I like that. Pretty, isn't it? Nice, nice, nice. All right, so that's good, but while we've got our Stamparatus, we might as well go ahead and get the honeybee done, and then we can cut those things out all at once. And I might cut out this, this, I probably won't use it, but I really like that honeycomb. It's nice. So when you do get a stamp set out for the first time, do you like to just stamp like crazy all kinds of things with it? It's hard to I just stamp, stamp, stamp. Oh, look at that. It's wonderful. Look at that. I wonder what I can do with that. And then sometimes I get tired just doing that, and then I don't even make the card because I've just been stamping, you know, seeing what does it look like. When you have a new stamp set, you don't always know what these stamps are how well they're gonna stamp out. All right, so we're gonna do our little, oops, don't stick to the paper. We'll put you that way. Yes, Freddie, the Stamparatus is a very good friend. And the label, keeping it from laying flat. Oh, the label. Oh, I bet that very likely is the case. Did not even think about that. Let's look at that. I don't think so. But it is possible. And maybe I had something under it that you saw that I wasn't even paying attention to at the time. All right, so there's the little bee. We'll close that up because we don't want him in yellow. Oh, but we do want him on yellow so that we can do black. Or should I color him? I think we'll probably just color his little stripes because I don't really want to. I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, there you go. Oh, you are cute, cute, cute. While we're there, let's go ahead and get this guy out. Let's have a little peek and see. It was so nice today. I noticed my first, maybe we'll do a second bee as well. Let's stick you over here, bee. Just so that I have another one. Because I'm thinking I might want another one. There was a fly out already. It's like, what? Fly already? My goodness. But they are out. For now. It's still only January. I cannot believe it. We oftentimes have my yellow crocuses are usually blooming by the 10th of February. And that is definitely going to be happening. I think it would take... at this rate, they're already coming up pretty nicely, so I think that's a given, no matter what happens. Oh, my Helleborus are blooming out there. I've got to get out on my garden page and do something. It's been pretty uninspiring out there, gray and wet, lots of rain. We've had a lot of rain, so I've not been keeping up on my garden page. So... I haven't even been out there to see how much... I knew the Helleborus were coming up because I can see them from my window in the bathroom, but I didn't know one flower had actually even opened. Okay, there you go. You are cute. And there's little hearts in this, not for stamps, but for dies. There's little hearts. How cute. If you want a heart. And then I don't think the lady used the honeycomb in her card. But before I actually copy that card with the vellum and all, I'm going to have to go peek at it again and see if she did. She might have, because that's going to look really cute. All right, now we are going on to the little tiny bit of coloring and cutting that out. Oh, my colors are way over here. I need to scoot over and grab them. Let's see what we've got here. Mango Melody. I saw someone had taken really big labels and stuck it on there. That was smart. There's so many people that are so smart out there. I prefer, I guess, the method of just peering intently. Now this little bee, I don't know if he's a little bee. I do see a whole bunch of little insects out there that sometimes look like little bees that I don't think they're bees. Then I'm always hopeful they're not some horrible beetle that's eating things out there that I don't want them to eat. And generally about the time I see those, I see other things I know are eating things I don't want to eat, and I get out my handy dandy insecticide and sprinkle it all around, or spray, whichever I happen to have, and we are good. They disappear like magic. All right, so we're going to cut out, I'm making a space for our die cutter so we can cut out our little hive and our bees. Oh, there's a detailed bee. Let's do him with gold, shall we? Let's see how he turns out if we do that. Because that's going to be cute, I bet. I've not seen that guy yet. We'll see how he looks with gold. He probably would look better with black, but we'll give him a little bit of shine and see how he turns out. They're blind like you. Yes, Freddie, I'm sure. like most of us, I think, at this end. I can't actually say that. I've been blind since like I was really young. I always was a good student, and I liked the teachers, and I liked the attention, so I always would have sat at the front of the class anyway. But I had to, and I went to a school that it was private because my mother was concerned, since her constant divorced state, was a bad influence on me. So she was willing to sacrifice to pay to get me to a private school. And so we had pretty good kids. There weren't discipline problems. The teacher let us sit wherever the heck we wanted to, usually until like, I don't know, January, February, maybe March. And then if we were particularly talkative, she might give us seat assignments then. But anyway, I always sat at the front because I had to. I couldn't see the chalkboard. In those days, we had chalkboards, of course. So I couldn't read her assignment and all. I couldn't even probably read the date without it, and without sitting up there. And they would come and test our eyes like they do. I guess I'm a good liar or a good tester, or we had very incompetent eye people. Or they just sent home the notice that I needed eyeglasses, and maybe I hid those, or I don't even remember. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember going and being tested and thinking, well, I guess I passed because I never heard anything about it. Aren't those cute? And then by the time, I think I was in the 7th grade, the teacher at that point probably said, you've got to have her eyes tested. She can't see worth a hill of beans. And so my mom actually took me to an ophthalmologist, and the ophthalmologist, after testing, said, how do you get around? Do you get around like this? I had no idea my eyes were that bad until I got contact lenses because I was, 12, 13, and concerned about my appearance. So I had contact lenses, and when I put those in, I couldn't believe what I had not been seeing. It was like the, proverbial scales falling from the eyes thing. It was fantastic. I could see fir tree needles. I thought fir trees and spruce trees and pine trees just were a fuzzy green until you got really close to them. I had no idea you could actually see those needles from so far away. That was the thing, because in Spokane there's a lot of evergreens. So that was actually on the drive back from that appointment, picking up my contact lenses. That was the thing that I noticed the most. So even though I could really use those labels on the markers to see with, I haven't done it yet because I've been accustomed to just sort of making do for a very long time. All right. So, and the labels would mean I'd actually have to, you look at you, you little cute honeybee. Oh, you are so, so cute. Now, where's my scrubber? I've got to get, there you are. This is the big thing. It's testing to see how well does this all fall out of you. This is where I determine whether this is going to be a loved die or just a so-so die, depending on how easy you are to get out. And you are a dream. Look at you. Woo! That is so cute. And it just popped right out. And I haven't even treated those. I didn't even run my little bounce sheet through it first. So that's good. I'm definitely doing a bee class in the future. This is going to be so cute. Now, I might not use this one today because that's too glittery. But we will use him later. That is cute. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and stick all this stuff together. Oops, don't lose your hive. Stick that in there. All right. Bees are really cute, and they have a good reputation generally. I don't think we have bees around here that would have any issues. I don't think we have any in the whole United States. Do we? We have Africanized bees. They've come up. Freddie, you probably have them in Florida, because I know I have heard of Africanized bees, attacking in some of our southern states. But can't be in great numbers. I don't hear it very often. And every time I do hear that, I keep thinking, well, I know they can breed, and I'm hoping that our nice American bees are creating a less evil, territorial or whatever breed of Africanized bee, so that our bees can have a good influence on those rotten African bees. Just sometimes what happens. This twine is just looking thick. That's why I'm kind of fussing with it here. It's looking awkwardly thick with my elegant gold. And I'm not happy with it. So we will think about that for a minute, and I might have to pop around and pick up some nice glittery ribbon. I don't really want glittery ribbon either, but we're gonna have to pick up something because I don't know. I'm gonna take a little quick tour over here on my ribbon stand and see if I see something quickly that will work. That's just not quite doing it. And I do think I have some black ribbon that will do. Ooh, aha. There we go. This is much better. All right. Do you remember our nice little black lace stuff? I don't know that this is in the catalog still, but I have a bunch of it still. And it's actually the same thickness, but I just think it's going to look a little more elegant than that twine. If this was not a gold frame, I wouldn't have cared, but the gold frames just got screaming for something a little nicer than that twine, that baker's twine. Even the name just is like super practical. You want something that says I'm a little better than your average everyday grocery store variety. Okay, there we go. Now, if I could do a good bow, that would even be better. But I didn't use the technique. Freddie showed me a great technique. You should put it on our page here. That'd be good. No, not this page, I guess. We should share it on our team page, though. With the bow thing. I could do it right now even, but I'm not going to, because it was actually a knot instead of a bow. But you can do it with a bow as well. It's just that you need to... it's a little different because, anyway, never mind. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about, except for Freddie, because, so never mind. But you can do bows a few ways, and I just did it in a kind of a haphazard way. But look at that. It looks better anyway. I mean, it looks better than that twine. You guys could probably do a lot better bow, but the lace looks good. And we should get out our black. We should probably get out our black dimensionals, don't you think? I don't use these all that often, and I should. I just forget to. That's partly why I stuck them over here by my little corner. So I thought maybe on Facebook Live I'll actually remember to use these black dimensionals if they're right here. Oh, there goes a cat alarm, but I don't think it's a cat. I keep looking out there to see, because it is one of my evil delights is to see a cat run when they don't like it. It's not like it hurts them at all. It doesn't scare them, I don't think either. I think they've heard that several times. So it's annoying to them, and it's like, oh, sweet, because you, cat, are super annoying to me. And I was out sunning myself, I think, yesterday the brief time there was some sun out, and in the chair right out our back door, and having my tea and thinking, wow, this is so nice, even though the garden looks all brown and ugly to most people's, eye. I think it looks fantastic because it is down to its bare bones. There's some scraggly grasses that need to be cut back, and then they'll look better. But this is the spring out. I know that any day I'm going to go out and there's going to be all these little new things sprouting out all over the place. So this is kind of an exciting time of the year for me, and I was enjoying that when I spied out of the corner of my eye, just 20 feet from me, on the shed of our neighbors behind us, there were these two super fat cats just sunning themselves on that shed. And I know that they use that space, they climb the fence, they jump the fence and jump on. That's how they escape. And I thought, you guys are probably of the variety that's constantly in my yard. So I yelled at them and they ran away. Oh boy, I've really become the crabby old lady in the neighborhood, I guess. I don't want this little guy on there, I don't think, but he is kind of cute, so we'll leave him off. We're gonna put our little hive in the corner, right under our lace. I could have done him with gold too. That would look nice, but we'll just stick it on here without making him gold. All right. Oops, let me go grab my... Oh, thank you. Pooping in your gun, yes. Yeah, well, that is why I don't like the cats, because that is what they do. They cannot resist. And so I don't have them on at night. But I asked Jeff, do they go in the do they go to the, they do their duty at night? I'm hoping they do it more in the day. I don't know. But that really is the only reason they're not welcome. Okay, so I think other than our sentiment, that is pretty well finished. And we're gonna. I really did want to use that "Wishing You Sunshine and Happiness" stamp that's on here, but I'm not sure that I can get it to really go. It's it looks like we could use. Oh no, it won't really fit. I was hoping I could use my honey, my hive to help cut this guy out. It will cut out the bottom of it. What punch have I got that's about this size? I'm sure I've got an oval or a circular one that will work. I've got so many, but it's not quite the right size for that. Let's just grab out our layering circle dies, because I'll bet one of them will do. that is really annoying. I am going to have to block that number too, apparently. That if I froze there for a minute, that's because one of those spam calls was trying to come in again. All right, so here's my circle die. It's beginning to look more like an oval than a circle, because that's not quite right. It's close, super close. I think I could make it work. Okay, woohoo. Maybe I can use that. If I could cut it out, then I could stick it on my frame, or I could even stick it on my hive. What do you think? I think I'm going to play with that before I actually do that one, because I'm thinking that's going to need some tweaking, and we'll just use a celebrate every moment stamp instead and stick it on here. Okay. Let's do that for simplicity's sake. And then I can just grab one of my little tags that I have handy here in my bundle. I'm just finding the one that's the right size. Ooh, you're going to be perfect, I bet. Nope, that's too small. How about you? Yes, you will work. And we'll, let's do, I want to use the mango because it would be a nice balance for this color, but I'm not sure it's going to show up good enough. Let's give it a try and see what happens. We'll try it on a scrap first and see what that looks like. Yeah, see, it's just not going to be dark enough for me to see, so I'll have to use black. Ah, that's okay. I can do that. You can use black. And, oh, that was nice and crooked. Ooh, here's another one. That one's good too. Now that one's out of, I just saw it. What set was I using? This looks like one from our best, I think my words must be crooked or something. Let's make sure my stamp is on here so that the bottom of my stamp will help me align this, because I'm not sure my words are on there right. So if I get my label off a little bit, this is what happens. My words will be crooked. If my label is just even a tiny bit torqued, then every time I go to stamp this, my words are going to be slightly tipped. So when I put a stamp on that's a rubber stamp that I can't see through, I always make sure that my words are aligned to the bottom, so that all I have to do is make sure my bottom is aligned to, to the bottom of just eyeballing it. You can kind of see it. It's just one of the ways that I make sure, because I have a great many rubber stamps on wood blocks and whatnot, but when I've been going through and getting all of those off, the ones that I still use, and either just, if I put them back on a wood block, I just make sure it's aligned at the bottom. All right, so anyway, let's stick you on here, and we will be about done. What time is it? Oh my goodness, the time goes so fast. You had the same wait, now I've got to look over here really quick and see what you guys are talking about. I had to move my computer. Oh, Marty's gone. Yes, the labels and words. Yes. I thought I probably was not the only one that has that issue. Now, this is a little bigger than I wanted, but I'm going to just go ahead and use it anyway. And because it has the round kind of mimics my little hive a little bit, so that's nice. And then since there's quite a bit of space, either on the top, we'll probably put one on the top and a few on the bottom. Our gold glitter enamel dots, I think, will look kind of pretty, but even black I've got a lot of those black enamel dots from the Halloween set, so I could use that too. But I'm sure I have a package of these open somewhere. I should probably not be using one that's unopened. I'm gonna have to get this nearer me because I can't see to get it centered from way over there. Okay, there's that one. And I could just leave it at that. That would be nice, but once I get started on these, I can't stop. It's like, well, let's do another and another and another. And then pretty soon I'm thinking, wow, that's sort of ridiculous. I've got way too many of those on there now, but oh well. All right, there's that one. And one more. I like threes. Threes is always a good number, so we'll stick with 3. Oop, that one's the big one. I don't want the big one on there. Take you off. Try to get a proper sized one on there. There. Whew. Voila. All right, so there we go. Isn't that cute? Now I'm going to pop over really quick and grab the card that, oh, well, where are you, card? Oh, there you are. This is what we were going to do. If I can find you. So with that black striped paper, this is what we were going to do. I really loved it. And then as I was thinking this morning, I was thinking, I think I've already done the lipstick card. I think I already did that. So maybe I shouldn't do that. And so that's why we did the honeybee instead. I like it though. It turned out really cute. All right, so we're going to see how I look at the end. Oh, I actually don't look too bad because my cheeks aren't too bad. I got pretty warm on that bike. And so I thought I might be really all heated up by now because I've kind of dressed warmly so that I would be, just in case the wind came up, I was ready. Thank you for watching with me, and congratulations again to Marty, even though she had to go. Thank you again for helping me with this business. Make sure that if you're interested in doing any of my classes, you get over to the Square Store. I've got I've got a couple posted up there, and I'll get a few more up eventually because I've got my schedule going. So anyway, I'm going to try to get out my newsletter this week because last week I was like, wow, you're really falling down on the job, Kathy. And it must be time to go. The clock is ringing. So you guys have a wonderful afternoon. And I will see you next week, I hope. If not, I am doing jury duty. So keep me in your prayers so that I don't get stuck on some case that's ongoing. Usually they're pretty short. All right. See you later. Bye-bye. Oops. Where's my finish? My finish is not here. Am I even on? Yes, I am on. This is hilarious. My finish. There's my finish. Wow. All right. See you guys later. Bye.